Hello everyone from Patio Frutal. This is Sergio. Today is September 7th and I wanted to show you what is going on in my yard. And as you can see, well, it's not snowing, but that is my jasmine vine that it is covered in white flowers. And I know we're not a flower channel, but this is my wife, Pride Joy. And I thought I'll show it because it smells awesome. It smells beautiful. And you can see bumblebees just having a blast getting the nectar from this jasmine vine. So what I'm here to show you is, besides those flowers, is that my figs, these are my Chicago hardy figs, and they survive beautifully, as high as from the ground as ever. These are in-ground plants, and because of that frost on May 18th and 19th, well, it kind of retarded them a lot. Well, they grew, but they didn't produce fruit early enough. And as you know, it's quite late enough for figlets to be forming, but that's what we have going on. Those plants, for some reason, that frost made them made the cycle to be late, way too late. So they have some figlets. I'll doubt, not judging by today's temperature. Today was 91 degrees here in the Valley of Hope. And well, we have some figlets on those in-ground figs. My Chicago Hardy and Brown Turkey over there. Those are in-ground. So they are, I don't know, they might produce, not that they will produce, will they ripen on time before the frost? That's remained to be seen. So we are here in my road of figs, and as you see my plants, right now they are 5+ feet tall. So they're 5.5, 6 feet tall. And they are doing beautifully. These plants, most of them when I planted, they were barely, half a foot or something like that around there, a foot tall. And now they are that big. And they also are having some figs. And see, yeah, there they are. And this one here, which I didn't expect to be producing, these are only like 6-7 month old plants. Well, they're having some figlets, and they will ripe because all these plants here, they're all going to go into my greenhouse. My greenhouse is not on the ground yet. So I've been doing the work for it. And oh, by the way, all the powder that you see here is caused by the construction that I've been doing for the root cellar. So this big plywood that you see here is actually the door for my ground cellar, because so I want you to see this is 3/4 of an inch plywood, and over here is a foam material, which is an insulation, and then on the bottom of it, that is another plywood. So it's sandwiched in between. So that's about 2.5 inches thick door. It's quite heavy, but it will be hinged, and probably use some kind of mechanism to make it lift up. But anyway, so this one will be the door, also floor of my root cellar. And I want to bring you down there now that that door is done. So I'm going to bring you to where the figs are going to be going. Oh, by the way, let me show you all these babies. I got all these babies here in the ground, and these are all different sizes of figs. And also there's a walnut plant over there, right there. That's a walnut. The rest, they are all figs, and these have been binding through now in the summertime. And look, I want you to see that all those big plants started out that big. And that's a tiger stripe panache, and that's what that is. So they are all different varieties, and those are going to be part of my fig collection. And figs here in New England, well, you have to put a lot of work for it, because as you know, our winters are pretty cold and they will die if you leave them in the open. So this is another small row of figs, and they are also producing figs already. So I want to show you this little one here that is covered in figs. Can you see? Look at that. It is covered in figs. So let me keep you walking back here. This is the back part of my yard. So I want you to see how the root cellar greenhouse is coming along, because I haven't been showing this too much, because it's slow work. I've been doing it all by myself, and sometimes it's quite hard to work in this heat. So summer is partially almost over, but it is pretty hot today. It was 91 degrees. So I want you to see that this wood on the ground lines up where the greenhouse is going to be, and this is all cinder blocks. And also I want you to see, let me kick that wood out of there. All right, so these little rebars, where that wood is going to go through the rebar, that's going to be the base to hold up the greenhouse for the winter or for the cold month. When things get really cold, then they are going to go down here inside the root cellar. So the root cellar, well, as you can see, it doesn't have stairs yet. So that's about 5-6 feet deep. And I dug up by hand all those big boulders that came out of there. Well, sometimes I had to get help to get them out, because they were quite big. But it was all this work done just to get this fig cycle so it will be extended inside the greenhouse. And when it gets really cold, like the beginning of January, February, it's all going to go down there, and that's going to be the shelter. So that door you see over there is going to be covering this whole area here, which is about 10 feet long. So this is going to be my greenhouse area, and all my figs are going to be here in the meantime to help the fruit to ripen, during the cold month in the fall. Because hopefully, probably by the end of December, we should have some sort of snow. So later on, when I finish putting this greenhouse together, I'll show you how this is going to be all finished, and give you the grand tour of the greenhouse. So there you go, guys, from Patio Frutal. I hope you like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great evening.